morning, fans, and welcome back to the start of the AAA Midget Hockey in Newfoundland and Labrador. The Tripen Osprey, the silver medalists last year, back in full force. They were the white jerseys, and they're taking on the Western Kings. Tripen Osprey had a great season last year. Unfortunately, lost a lot of players and had to pick up a new group of players. I'm sure it'll be an exciting year. For the Osprey this year, 29 is Eric Oz. Starting keeper tonight, the goaltender is Scott Kirby. Dawson Johnson is back. Jacob Kennedy gets the A this year, number 4, and we know he's going to be full of energy. Jonathan Rourke wears number 6. Number 7 is Russell Monk. Number 9, Jackson Barrett. Evan Russell wears number 12. Alex Crane, an assistant captain, also wears 14. Roland O'Keefe wears number 17. Adam Dawson, back again this year, had a great year with the Osprey last year, wears 18. Ethan King is 19. Gerald Rideout is 22. Nathan Nolan is 27. Robert Corbett, 66. 71 is Jesse Harris. Harris back again this year. Riken Young, 72. He played some good games for us last year. Ryder Lewis, we're 77. Ian Drover, 83. And, of course, the captain, Nick Crosby. I want to say special congratulations to Nick Crosby. Nick has been selected for Team Canada U18 ball hockey in the Czech Republic. It's going to be from June 28th. July the 7th, 2023. Congratulations to Team Captain Nick Crosby, and also for selected for Team Canada U16 ball hockey in the Czech Republic is Russell Monk, new player to the Osprey. Coaching staff for the Osprey this year. Head coach is Brad Russell. Andrew Drover, certainly no stranger to hockey in this area, the Tripen area. It's Andrew Drover. David Kennedy is the only coaching staff member back this year. David Kennedy is the assistant. Randy Crane is the trainer, and Chris and Anita Crosby put this team together, and they are the assistant managers. For the Western Kings, who are in red tonight, number 1 is Ryan Roberts. Number 31 is Jacob Stone. 2 is Michael Combe. 3 is Sam Bugden. 4 is Caitlin Brake. 5 is Joe Wiseman. Number 6 is Nick Gould. Ryder Penny. Osprey with some pressure on right off the bat here. Joss Hand is number 9. Liam Dutcher is number 10. Carter Decker wears number 11. Caleb Rashley is 15. Chase Sims is 17. Marcus Bingle wears number 19. AJ Gould, 26. Andrew Mercer, 27. Adam Lansworth, 88. And 91 is Spencer Keynes. And folks, you're watching here at David Sims production. Tonight we're at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre in Harbour Grace. It's the start of the season at home for the Osprey. And as we said, for those joining us back again, welcome back. And thank you, David Sims and the team, for putting this together again this year. Face-off is going to come up to the left, the goaltender, Scott Kirby. Osprey with a lot of players. 2 players up playing in the Maritime Junior League. And we wish Mr. French and Mr. Reardon all the best with their teams as they develop. And, of course, congratulations. Big hit by Young. He hasn't lost nothing from last year. Osprey moving into the King's zone in the corner. In front is Kennedy. Kennedy likes to get involved often and early. Puck a shot along the boards. Opportunity right now for Gould to clear it out for the Osprey. Looks for Rashley in through the center. He tries to make the move. Osprey break it up, and Kennedy with the wing. He's got some skating room. He's down the left side looking for the man through the center. Gets it over center. Takes the bump and shoots it in. Line change come out for your Osprey. Coach Russell trying to get fresh legs on the ice. Get everybody involved in the game early. We've played 2 minutes exactly in this first period of play. There's an opportunity again for the Osprey. Chance to clear it in. Shot back in at the point by number 71. That was Jesse Harris. He's a returning player from last year. Got a lot of experience last year with the Osprey, going all the way to that final in a dynamic series against the city team. Osprey looked to shoot it back in, forced into their own zone again. Are the Kings. Number 6 behind his own net is Nick Gould. He looks to set things up. Back to number 3, Sam Bugden. He looks again. Good forecheck from your Osprey. In out of the Osprey, good play, looking for a call. No call there. Picks up a loose puck. Got a man behind the net. Unable to get it through. And we'd like to congratulate all the graduating players of the Tripen Osprey for last year and for putting so much excitement into the boat arenas here, Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre, and the Bay Arena in Bay Roberts, where they split up their games. Here's Rourke in the center ice here, content to shoot it in. Line change coming up for your Osprey. 17:05 after going period number 1. It's scoreless. Here's Harris back around the boards. As I said, gained a lot of experience. Shot all the way down. Ice gets waved off. Opportunity right now for the Kings behind their own net. They shoot it up on the wing. Osprey looks for Barrett back in the corner. He's from Monk. Monk back in the corner, and you're seeing him, folks. He's the player that's going to the Czech Republic playing ball hockey too, and certainly multi-athletes on these two teams. And congratulations to our boys. Johnson with the long shot. Osprey had to clear the zone. Into the forecheck is Barrett. Kept in at the blue line. Barrett back behind his own net. On the forecheck. He's in against Spingle. Barrett showing some good tenacity along the boards. Takes a bump, but again comes up with the puck. He's got Monk at the point with Nolan. Nolan unable to control it. Here comes an opportunity for the Kings with a 2-on-1. Long pass ahead. That's head. Osprey break out. Leading the attack is Johnson. He looks to shoot it in. Osprey get fresh legs out again. Keeper Stone with no problem. He leaves it there behind the net. Kings starting to come back. Most of the play right now has been in the Kings zone, but teams feeling each other out. And Osprey in the defensive zone again. Look for the man in the center. They find Captain Crosby. He shoots it back, all the way back, forcing their own zone. It's Cumby behind the net, shoots it around on the wing. Teams look for the breakout through the center. Unable to get it through. Again, broken up by the Osprey team. Here's Crosby in. He'll take the shot. Just high and wide. Back behind their own net is Cumby. He looks to set things up. Crosby again picks up loose puck, looking for the man in front. And Crane, another returning player, tries it. And a good save by the keeper. We're scoreless. 15-13 left to go in this first period of play. Don Coombs for the Denny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. It's your Tripen Osprey in white and your Western Kings in the red. Kennedy to take the draw. The right of goaltender Stone. Kennedy wins his draw, gets it back to the point to Harris. Harris tries a shot. Again, Stone takes no chances, and he'll hold for another face-off. And Kennedy is out there now having a little chat to the team. And we know he likes to be involved in the games, folks. He's going to be colorful to watch again this year. A lot more responsibility as he wears the big A on his left shoulder. Kennedy is out with Young. Expect Young to be heavily involved in the physical part of the game and make some room for the rest of the players. Back to the point. Kept in by Rourke. Rourke shoots it back in. Kennedy in on the forecheck. Osprey come out with the puck behind the net. Good play by number 12. That's Russell. He's got some skating room. Gives it off to Kennedy. Burke just content to get it up, and here comes number 91 for the Kings. He's off to Burke. Osprey showing some offensive power right now. Harris forced back in his own zone. Spingle in on the forecheck. Spingle picks up the loose puck. He's watched closely by Russell. Shot is up high, and he takes the bump. And we're going to have a face-off with 14:27 left to go in period number 1. It's scoreless at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. David Sims production. I'd like to welcome everybody back to the game. Back to Osprey Hockey, the best AAA hockey midget in the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. And last year, their second best team in the province. This year, they're looking to take that further step. And we expect full capacity crowds at our games. They're playing again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So if you're watching, if you're in the area, stay tuned. 8 o'clock again tomorrow night. The best bang for your buck in the bay right now in hockey is the Tripen Osprey. Long shot is up and deflected over the net. Nolan just gets it behind the net, and a good deflection by the keeper, Scott Kirby. Face-off is going to come up to the right of Kirby. Taking the draw is going to be Decker for your, what do you call it, deflected out by the Kings, so it's going to come outside. Decker will take the draw. He'll go up against O'Keefe. Decker wins the draw. Back to Mercer. Mercer cross-ice pass. McGould looks to pick it up. Clear it back. Osprey again. Monk, opportunity to clear it up. Picked up back at the line by O'Keefe. O'Keefe back looking for Monk. Kings with some pressure right now. Gould steps up. He's got a hand with him in the corner. Here's battling hard. Good forecheck from the Kings right now. 13:48 left to go in the scoreless first period of play. The shot is taken, and here come the Osprey. Up on the right wing. It's O'Keefe. He shoots it in. Defense pairings make a change for the Osprey. And on the forecheck, this puck is picked up in front. Good save by the keeper, Stone. Off Crane. Crane, another returning player, and Drover expected to show some big minutes this year for your Osprey team. As I said, new coaching staff for the Osprey. The head coach is Brad Russell. Assistant coach, no stranger to hockey in this area, Andrew Drover. David Kennedy is back as assistant. Randy Crane, Chris Crosby, and the Nita team. That's your Osprey leadership team. Around the boards. Good play by the captain for the Dutcher. He's got some skating in him. He made some moves. And again, the keeper, no chances, Kirby, and he'll hold the face-off. The face-off will come up to the right of goaltender Kirby. Don Coons, we've played 7 minutes and 3 seconds in his first period of play at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. Join us again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Come in, enjoy this great play that we have and the young players that we have. Behind the Osprey, Crosby with an opportunity. Check from the Kings, trying to keep it in. Here's an Osprey with a chance to drop it, bring it out. It's bought out there by Crane. He brings it down the wing. Shot, good chance in front for your Osprey. Deflected low and wide. Big check by Crane. Kings players down the ice. Players whistle down. That's number 10, Liam Dutcher. Clean hit, solid hit by your Osprey team. Face-off is going to be in the right of goaltender Stone. We've got 12-16 left to go in this first period of play. It's scoreless as the teams feel each other out right now. Gould having some words with the official. Here's Crosby, the team captain, and Team Canada ball hockey player talking to the officials. Face-off is going to be to the right of the goaltender Stone. Taking the draw for the Kings is Blake, and taking the draw is going to be Crosby. Big face-off right now with 12-16 left to go. Osprey would like to get something happening right now. Crosby is... Crosby has to go off for equipment change. On the ice comes in his place Evan Russell. Dawson moves over to take the draw. Russell moves up on the left side. Solid hit by the King Sims. He bumps again with Kennedy. Back in the zone. Good forecheck from the Kings right now. Osprey looking solid in defensive zone. Got the player on the left wing moving up as the Osprey try to get it through center. Game is getting a little bit more physical right now. Officials just trying to keep track of it. And we've got a penalty call. It's going to be against, looks like it's going to be against Kennedy right now. No, it's not Kennedy. It's going to be called against Crumbly of the Kings. So great chance now with 8 minutes and 2 seconds played in this period of play. We're going to get a look at the power play. The first chance to look at the power play for the Osprey. Kings win the draw, looked cleared out, kept in by the Osprey. On the off wing, back to the point. Russell calling for the puck. Crosby again, he'll set things up. Back to Crosby at the point. He's looking for a man in front. Takes some shots, high and over the net. Loose puck was picked up. Quick shot by Crane. We know he's got a terrific shot. Kept in again by your Osprey. Look to set things up. You got Crane on the off wing. Gets it through to Crane. He looks for the man in front. Golden opportunity for your Osprey Harris. Crosby calls for it at the point. Gets it to set things up again. He's got Crane on the off wing, over to Crane. He's got Russell cross ice and able to get it through. Russell comes back, pick up a loose puck. 11-18 left to go in the scoreless first period. Russell gets it over to Crosby. Back to Crane. Crane's got Crosby coming in on the wing, finds Crosby, and able to control it. There again, opportunity in front, loose puck. Osprey unable to get the clean shot, kept in at the line by the Osprey player. Russell, he moves in, looking for a deflection in front. Crane picks up the loose puck. We've got 54 seconds left to go in this penalty. 10:50 left to go in the first period of play. Save again by Stone. Kings with a chance to clear it out. Again, good forecheck by the Osprey. They loses control. They pick it up, and Crosby is back. Set things up. Both teams had a full line change now for the Kings. Russell goes off. Here Crosby finds some skating room, works the puck in the corner. For Kennedy, cross ice. Crosby got some skating room, finds Kennedy. He's unable to get control of it, and the Kings just content to shoot it out. 23 seconds left to go in the period, in the penalty. Scoreless here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre, the home opener for your Tripen Osprey. Good power so far from your Osprey. Opportunities, unable to capitalise right now, and here comes Crosby. He's set things up behind his own net. Leaves it off for Kennedy. Kennedy finds some room down the right side. He's got players on the left. Kennedy moves in. He makes some nice little moves. Gives it back to the point. Osprey look to keep it in. They got some fresh legs in there right now. Teams are back at even strength with 9:45 left to go in this first period of play. Scoreless. Nolan tries a shot, blocked here by the Kings. Hand goes into the corner. Opportunity again. Hand looks to clear it out, but Nolan plays some solid defense there on the defensive part. And there comes an opportunity for number 91. That's Spencer Keynes. He gets the puck, but icing is called. Got 10:34 left to go in this first period of play. It's scoreless here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Rink. Officials are talking in the center ice area. Always thought there was no icing, but call back, and the officials will look like they're going to drop it in the center ice area. Rideout is out. First time we've seen Rideout on the shift tonight. He's a good hockey player. He can draw for your... O'Keefe will take the draw. Puck is dropped in center ice. He's going to take it for your Western Kings. If you're joining us late, this is their Tripen Osprey home opener here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. They're the team in white. They're the runners-up for last year. You know they want to take a step up this year. Good young team, good balance. Seen a good first period from them so far. 9:18 left to go in this first period of play. Again, congratulations go to Team Canada, U16 ball hockey rep, Russell Monk. Russell Monk is going to go to Czechoslovakia, the Czech Republic, June the 28th, July the 7th, wearing the Maple Leafs, representing Team Canada, along with the captain of your Osprey, Nick Crosby, who's been selected for the Canada U18 ball hockey team in the Czech Republic. Congratulations to both young men and both Tripen Osprey players. And the forecheck is Crane. He's bumped along the boards. Picking it up is O'Keefe. In the corner, looking for Rideout in front. Crane comes in to try to make something happen. Opportunity here for Kings to get it out. Number 91, that's Keynes. He moves it up. He's got a 2-on-1 shot up high and wide. Kirby had the angle covered on that one. Gave Keynes nothing to shoot at. Kings battle in the corner. Kings look to keep it in. Some pressure on your Osprey right now, and the keeper will take no chances, and he'll hold it for a face-off. Scott Kirby, your starting goaltender for the Tripen Osprey. We've played 11 minutes and 45 seconds of period one. It's scoreless at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. I'd like to thank everybody for viewing again tonight. Certainly a great night for hockey, and don't forget we're back here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre tomorrow night, and they're back again Sunday, and I'll confirm the time for Sunday with you shortly, folks. It's great hockey. It's AAA hockey, Newfoundland, Labrador, midget. Best hockey in the province right now. The best players. With an opportunity to clear it up on the wing. Up steps 66, Corbett. He's wearing the big number 66 of Byrne, who graduated and went on and had a great season for your Osprey. Here's number 88. That's Adam Lemsworth for the Kings. They find a man through the center. He's got some skating room. He goes in and loose. Nice move. Big save by Curley to keep it scoreless. Golden opportunity and the best chance of the game for the Kings right now. And here comes Dutcher again. He tries a shot low and wide, looking to jam it in the short side, but unable to control it. Opportunity for your Osprey to get it out. Kept in by the Kings. It's the most pressure the Kings have had on this first period of play. Puck's picked up in the corner by Rashley. Kings battle in the corner. Kings looking to keep it in. Osprey look to get control so they can move it out. Dawson is out. Pressure being put on your Osprey right now. Got to keep your cool heads. We're moving now with 13 minutes played this first. Here comes Crosby. He's got some skating room in the off wing. Leaves it there for his line mate. Takes a shot and high and up and over the glass. That's the most pressure that the Kings have had on. It was about a minute. And as Chris Crosby has told me, and I've learned from its 5-minute segments, both teams want to finish the last 5 minutes of this period strong. Send a message for the second period of play. Face-off is going to be taken by King to the left of goaltender Stone. For the Osprey, King loses the draw. Opportunity for the Kings to pick it up and shoot it out. But kept in at the line. Good defensive play there by Rourke. He keeps it in. Loose puck is in the corner, picked up by the Osprey player. He battles hard along the boards. He wears the privilege of having number 9, Jackson Barrett. Kings with an opportunity on the forecheck is Johnson. He's got King out there with him. Here come the Osprey. In the center ice area, unable to control it. Down from Rourke. Rourke just content to shoot in. They'll have to clear the zone. Johnson goes off for a line change. Down comes his defensive partner, Young. Young in on the forecheck. There's Barrett. Finds some room, getting back in his own zone. Cross ice pass. Looking for a man through the center. Harrison able to gain control. Kept in by the Osprey. Young in on the forecheck. He's out there with Kennedy. Kennedy look on the off wing. Young again tries to keep it in. Here comes the Osprey with the Kings. Kennedy, good back check by Kennedy. Russell trying to find some room in the center ice area. He's got Monk with him on the off wing. Young and Kennedy are up front. Shot in by Russell. In on the forecheck is Young. In on the wing. Good bump behind the net. The Osprey put some pressure on, but the Kings matching the pressure right now. Blake is in the corner looking to hold it along the boards. Officials tell him to get it loose. Here's a chance. Pass was off. Forced back to his own zone is Monk. Teams are getting an opportunity to set it up. We've got 15 minutes gone this first period of play. We're in the last 5 minutes. Young is along the boards. Young looks to move it up. Bumped by the Kings player again. The Osprey trying to find some room. Kings start to put a bit more pressure on. Kennedy calling for the loose puck. Almost had it. Forced back is Lambsworth behind his own net. Lambsworth looks for the man up the left wing. It's Burden. Shoots it in. There's an opportunity down the left side. Shot back in by the Osprey. They'll go for a line change. Kings again on the power play. That's Bugden looking for the man through the center. Lewis forced back into his own zone. In on the forecheck is Dutcher. Osprey again, chance to clear it up. We've got 4:12 left to go in this first period of play. It's scoreless at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Down in front, loose puck unable to pick it up. Golden opportunity again. Good forecheck from your Osprey team. That's O'Keefe. Puts it in the corner and goes looking for it. Over again against Canes. Canes, lanky winger for this Kings team, has had some opportunities for him. Shot all the way back, and we're going to have icing call with 3:48 left to go in period number 1. Don Coombs at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. So again, just to refresh everybody, we're playing tomorrow night here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center at 8 o'clock. Sunday morning, as soon as you have your breakfast, we're back here at 10 o'clock. The game is shown here thanks to David Sims' production. It will be shown again, and we encourage you to drop by and support these players and watch them grow as the year develops, because they certainly have a good system as they showed last year. It takes some time to get it developed, and the Osprey are a team that looks at long-term development. So they've got plans now for the playoffs and how they want to develop as a team as they play the other teams, feel them out and get a move on. Long pass through the center, good play there by Harris. Unfortunately, unable to control it. Kings on a chance here. Here come the Osprey. It's Crane. He's got 2-on-1 with Crosby. Crane in on the off wing. He's got Crosby. Looks for Crosby. Passes high, and Crosby unable to control it. Dawson goes for the front over to Crane. Looking for Dawson on the tip in. Golden opportunity that time for your Osprey. Set plays coming up from this top line. Your Osprey. And here comes Dutcher. He's in the center ice area. Gets some speed. Takes the long shot. And Kirby, no problem. He'll hold it for a face-off. 2:57 left to go in period 1. It's scoreless at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Center. Taking a draw for your Osprey is going to be King. It's left of Kirby. King loses the draw. Back to defenseman Wiseman. He tries a long shot again. Kirby plays it solid, just deflects it in the corner. We're down to the 2:50-minute mark of this first period of play. Long pass and able to be controlled. Shot all the way down. And the keeper will take no problems, and he'll hold it for a face-off. Stone, he's played a solid game. Some bouncing pucks in front of him. We're calling him on. He's played a good game. It's certainly the big save of the game so far for your Osprey was that golden opportunity wins. Kirby made an outstanding save. Again, coming up to the right of Stone. Left of Stone is King to win a draw for your Osprey around the boards. Osprey look to keep it in. King shows some nice moves on the wing. 2-on-2 in the corner, but the Kings come up with the puck. Long cross ice pass. Good defensive play by Lewis to take it away. Shot back in. And here comes Johnson. He tries to make a move in the corner. We've got 2:17 left to go in the first period of play. And again, Stone will take no chances. He'll hold it for a face-off. Both teams make line changes right now. Want to get players fresh legs on the ice for the last 2 minutes and 12 seconds of period one. I think both coaches will be pleased with what we saw from the team so far as they feel each other out. We'll get ready for tomorrow night and Sunday morning. Against the Osprey. Won by the Kings. Puck is along the boards. Again, King makes something happen. He got the loose puck to Johnson. Johnson tries a shot by Monk, and Stone sees it the whole way. And good play by Monk. Some pushing and shoving, and Penny and teams got to fit each other out. It's going to be a long season. And that's Dawson Johnson, the big winger for your Tripen Osprey. He moves in to take the draw. He's going to be taken against number 4, Kalen Blake. And the Kings has allowed a lot of ice time for this Western Kings team as they made a road trip across to Ireland to play here at the Cleary Harbour Community Centre. 1:55 left to go in period one. Tripen Osprey, if you're joining us late home over here at the Cleary Harbour Community Centre, they're in white. The familiar jersey that they wear. Osprey with a chance to clear it up along the boards, get it up in the center ice area. Kings, good play. They shoot it back in. Offside is going to be called. Again, this is a David Simmons production. I want to again introduce and congratulate the coaching staff from Roadsides, which is home-based Tripen Osprey. Brad Russell, the new head coach. Andrew Drover, assistant coach with David Kennedy. Randy Crane, the trainer. And the assistant managers, Chris and Anita Crosby from OK Tire in Bay Roberts. Here comes Kennedy, picks up the loose puck. It's a cross-ice pass to Young. Kennedy's in the corner. He'll look for it. In on the forecheck. Good play by your Osprey to keep it in. It's Harbour. Pass just behind Young. Young would have had to open net. Kennedy again in, battling hard along the boards. But we know Young is going to take the body. He looks to pass it back to Rourke. Puck went too far. We've got 1:07 left to go in this first period of play. King's in on the forecheck. Kirby comes out to play it. He's had a solid game, as both keepers have so far in his first period of play. Harris back along the boards. He's in on the forecheck. Osprey are looking for the high man. Russell. Kings again putting some pressure on right now. Shot all the way back. Stone will let it go. Oh! Stone almost misplayed it. Opportunity with 35 seconds left to go. Kings player Wiseman behind the net. He'll look to start things off. He's up to team captain, Dutcher. Picked up by Young. He's looking for the man on the wing. It's Kennedy. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Wiseman behind his own net. We've got 16 seconds, 16 big seconds for your Osprey. Young looks to keep it in, bumps with his own player. Here come the Kings in the center ice area. Again, Captain Crosby puts the hit on, and here comes King. And an opportunity right now, and sure, that's your first period of play. Don Coombs live from the Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre, your Western Kings 0 and your hometown Osprey 0. We'll be back shortly with the start of the second period of play.
it's more honest. It's more open just because what we're finding is that
Good evening, folks, and welcome back to the start of period number 2. Don Coombs joined by Chris Crosby, no stranger to hockey here in the Conception Bay or the Provincial. He's an Allen Cup champ. He's a 5-time Herder champ. He's a person that oversees the operation as the manager of the Tripen Osprey. Chris, welcome back.
slow down, Don. Slow down.
Chris, a lot of work. You lost a lot of players last year.
Well, we lost a big D-core. And of what we got done here now, we have 3 forwards moved back, and it's our defensive forwards. We got 3 other D, and they're playing very well. When we get everything together here now, we'll be pretty good.
And I mentioned you in the first period, Chris, that with the Osprey, it's a different mindset. You're getting ready for the last game of the season. Hopefully it's the final game. And that's something that I picked up from you last year, that it's not how you start, it's how you finish the game, it's development through the whole thing. And for the young Osprey players, you've got a big trip coming up in November.
Oh, yeah, we got the big nickel moving into Ontario here now. Got a lot of activity, a lot of NCAA and scouts now starting to want to know and pick our players apart. So it's great for us.
And great for the development of the team.
Listen, considering last year in the Tripen area, we were not being managed whatsoever about anything. So now we're moving forward and getting our players pushed to where they got to go.
I found first period, Chris, going back to it, I know you were watching it, the Osprey had most of the play. Didn't finish. Keeper came up strong. Cleary for you guys when he had to. A lot of things, and it's that 5-minute segment, as you said, how you start, you get through the next 5 minutes, part of the development of the game.
And let me tell you, I never look at Western as being out. They got a lot of good kids with a lot of good individual talent. You can see it. It's starting to come through here now, and you never put them out. They're always edging at you.
And Chris, you've lost 2 of your players to Maradona Jr. You've lost Reardon, who was a big player, and you lost your keeper.
Oh, yeah. Well, what it is...
that's something you promote. You want the kids to move ahead.
Well, Christian not graduated anyway. He's gone into the junior league, right? So that's where he's playing now, Junior A on the mainland, and he's doing very well. He had a goal, I think, again, either yesterday or today, moving up. So it's excellent for him. And yes, we did. We got Jacob French moved on into the Maritime League, Junior A League.
And it was great, Chris. You lost Nick Saunders. Nick was so into this team. He took some retirement time. He put a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of effort. You brought in pretty well new coaching staff. Brad Russell is the head coach. Andrew Drover is no stranger to hockey in this area as an assistant coach. Randy Crane is the trainer. You got David Kennedy back, but you got a new coaching staff, learn the systems and everything else. So it's good when people want to step up to the plate.
Well, right now, like I told him, I'm going to be doing the development with him in practice, and I'll do the development here now on the ice, Iron Sky. And Dave Kennedy and Brad, they'll run the forwards. And with Andrew, and I'll be speaking to him back and forth, getting this young group ready. And we're trying to get ready for Ontario coming November.
And that will belong on that. Let me hear. And again, I want to go off with congratulations to 2 of your Osprey players. Russell Monk, a new player with your Osprey team. He's been selected for Team Canada U16 ball hockey. Get this, in the Czech Republic, June the 28th to July 7th, 2023, representing Team Canada. And of course, Captain Nick Crosby, selected for Team Canada U18 ball hockey in the Czech Republic, June the 28th to July the 7th, 2023. They're multi-sport athletes, but they're at high level.
Listen, that's huge accomplishments for 2 of those boys. Right, you've got Monk there that comes with hard work, non-stop, even in practice, the exact same thing. He shows his defensive side without even trying it. He's a natural defenseman, like when it comes on the defensive side of the puck. Nick Crosby, listen, his IQ is getting better and better and better and stronger. And his ability moving, he's one of those growing people that he's now taking off in his midget years.
And I noticed, again, it's a compliment to the Osprey team. I noticed some of your former players and the former players' parents here tonight cheering on the Osprey. The Osprey now are a tradition in this area. They're a winning franchise. When you go what was it, 6-7 game last year, the final, to lose, and at the start of the year we spoke about it. The Osprey, it's development and getting ready for them final games. Right now the Osprey, good forecheck on against the Kings. The Osprey, if you're joining us late, are the team in the familiar white jerseys. Kings have an opportunity. Kirby again take no chances. He's bumped here, but no chances. And of course, players from the Osprey just go over and say, now it's only that after the whistle's gone, and just let them know that we're in the game, we're staying focused, and you can't go there to keep it.
He's a third year. I'm pretty sure he's a third year. I'm pretty sure from St. John's, fantastic. If he's a second year, I'll double check on that and get back to you on that for sure. But he's standing very tall with Cleary out. Curry's gone to a ball tournament which he had to play, and we got our AP in now. And Kirby they're excellent.
Good players, good organization. Don Coombs, Chris Crosby, 17:25 left to go in period number 2. It's scoreless here at the Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. Right now, folks, don't forget the game tomorrow night is at 8 o'clock. Sunday morning, a special treat. As soon as you get up and get your breakfast in, come up to the Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre and you'll see the boys play at 10 o'clock. So a big 3-game weekend here, hosted by the Osprey, as they look to have another successful season. We played 2 minutes and 51 seconds in period 1. Scoreless, Don Coombs and the legend himself, Chris Crosby.
Don, you're a legend yourself.
Oh, you said the legend of my own life.
Oh, good. Listen, we do it all for kids, Don.
It's all about the kids.
That's what it's for.
It's about the kids.
All about the kids.
And you take kids and you turn them into men. And we've mentioned that last year.
100%. It's not only hockey program.
There's the Osprey looking to clear out his King. Shot back in by your Kings team. Kirby with no problem. He'll take behind net. And I've seen some good play from Young tonight. Young was a big player for you guys last year. He's a big body. He doesn't mind. I think the more physical he plays, the better his game is.
He's a strong boy.
He stays focused on the game, and of course, one of the players that gained a lot of experience last year going to that final, and certainly showing it back here tonight. There's Barrett behind the net. Kings are in on the forecheck. Barrett looks to clear it out. Good forecheck from your Kings. Osprey players. King again, shows some hustle. Goes it up on the wing. They try it. Try a shot. Keeper will hold it. That's Stone. Some pushing and shoving again. That's going to happen during the game, Chris. That's part of it.
When we got big young Dawson Johnson there standing in front of the net, there's not many people going to budge him.
And Chris, I think this year you picked up some players from St. John's. I think you had one last year. You got 3 players from the city this year.
Yeah, well, our D-core it comes a lot of development with it. To get into this AAA, the faster pace, making sure that your mistakes is not a regular mistake. And what we're seeing is a lot of repeat, putting the puck back into traffic, putting it in the non-safe zones. And that's what we're seeing in young players now, and we need more development. When we got the Delaney program going here, and we got the breakaway by Nelson Bennett, that's drastically needed in our areas, and that's what we want.
And you know what? I come by and I speak to Bo, and I speak to Ron, I speak to Keith. Their camps are full for development. And these camps are putting off as good as anyone, anywhere. And they're getting the experience, but they're always being treated as professionals, right by these coaches. There's an opportunity for your Osprey right now. It's Crosby looking for the man in front and able to get it through. Pass up on the shot. Osprey look to keep it in. Kings with a good opportunity on the off wing. Again, good defensive play by your Osprey, sending them back into the Kings zone. They want a goal right now. They're hungry for a goal. Osprey look, they've got some chances. Shot is up high and over the net. Stone unable to control that. And here come the Kings. They got a break. They got 2-on-1 with Gould. Tries the shot. Big save by Kirby. Team captain Dutcher in the corner again. He's got Gould in front. Kings with an opportunity. They had some chances last period and put together 30, 40 seconds of good hockey, and here come your Osprey. It's led by number 14. That's Klein. Veteran, he goes in, he scoops, he scores! Klein, the veteran for your Tripen Osprey, is giving them the lead with 4:45 down in this first period of play. Good goal, good comeback. Kings with an opportunity, and Osprey took it right back to him.
Nice goal.
Notice from Klein last year, he's got a terrific shot.
Oh, dandy. Like, we got a lot of young people that sees the ice very well, and they're all very talented at what they can do with the puck, and when he puts it on their stick, it's only coming out, and we're going to get better and better and better this year. Good opportunity right now for the Osprey. They take a 1-0 lead. They want to win all through the weekend and get some points because it's a long season of hockey. They want to get ready for that big tournament in Ontario. That's only 2 weeks away, folks, or 3 weeks away. Kenny is to take the draw again. Over to Corbett. Corbett cross ice past Lewis. Lewis looks for the big winger, Young. Young with his head up the whole wall.
Good forecheck though from 91 for the Kings. Young bumps the player from the Kings, and he bumps him again. Just pushed him off. He's a big body. They score. Opportunity. They score with 14:54. 2 goals in a short period of time. Makes it 1-1. Osprey had an opportunity to clear it out. Good forecheck from the Kings to keep it in. And we've got a 1-1 game here at Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre.
Well, Don, what happened then? We had a D go in for the puck, and rather than go in and take protection on the puck, he decided to take a lazy stick and slap it back into traffic. Of course, look what happened when it went right back into traffic.
And even though they up most of the play, the Kings got some players, as you said earlier at the start of this second period of play, they got some talented players. They got some speed.
They got individual talent, buddy. Yep.
You know, Kane's played a strong game for them. Their team captain's playing. Blake has played a strong game. He's out there at center ice right now. And the thing for the Osprey is not to let up. Keep it going. Here they come with O'Keefe. O'Keefe looking for the man in front. Osprey with the puck in the corner, looking to get it back to the point. The Osprey is back behind the net. An opportunity to get in front. Osprey able to pick it up, and here they go again. Good battle by your Osprey. Winning the one-on-one battles right now. Shot all the way down. Payne is forced back in his own zone to get it. Osprey along the boards. Kings want to keep it in, but here come your Osprey. They're up on the left wing. They shoot it in. Good save by Stone on a bouncing puck. Osprey's first team in to get it, and here come the Kings again. Good defensive play. I know, and he shoots it back in. Osprey on the forecheck, but able to pick it up as Kennedy. Right, that's the player from Clarendon last year. He's back again.
Yes, it is, a spark plug.
Yeah, he played some strong minutes for the Osprey last year. Good to see him back. He's got something to prove this year, too, in another year of experience. Here come the Kings back behind their own zone. It's bugged him. He looks to move it up in the center ice area, but again, forecheck there. Kings get to find a play, find the open wing. Down the right side, it's Decker. Decker looks to bring things in. He's got the man in front. Osprey with good defensive play right now, trying to hold Decker in the corner. They're in on the odd man. They want to come up with the puck. Decker works hard along the boards. Gets it back to the point. Long shot there by your... hard luck there, but they pick it up. Here come your
King.
Osprey team. It's King. Leaves it there, and Johnson unable to pick it up. Shot back in. Monk, Team Canada player. He'll go back and look to start things off. Head up the whole time. Makes a good defensive play. Good play across ice to Barrett. Here's Barrett down the left wing. He's in one-on-one against the Kings defenseman. Tries to shot blocked by the Kings. Kept in by the Osprey. 1-1 is the score. 12:52 left to go in this second period of play. Live at the Danny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre. It's AAA midget hockey, the best hockey in Newfoundland and Labrador right now. Good shot by Johnson. He scores. Good pass in the corner. Good shot by Johnson. They take a 2-1 lead with 12:41 left to go in the second period of play.
Don, boy, listen. You're standing in this prime scoring spot like that. If you don't get the puck quick and get the puck off quick, goalie's going to have a read on you. He did a good job then.
Quick shot, top shelf, head up the whole way. Let's go back to speak to Stone, but Stone certainly no fault in that one. That was an excellent shot by Johnson. We give 2-1 lead right now for your Tripen Osprey. 12:41 left to go in the second period of play. Don Coons, Chris Crosby, live, host to David Sims, a David Sims production. Taking the draw is going to be Crosby. He's out against Dutcher, picked up by Crane. He's a goal scorer tonight. Offside's called. You got your top line out there now. You got Dawson, you got Crane, and you got Crosby. 3 veterans from last year. 3 players to gain a lot of experience. Certainly felt the loss very hard. They gained a lot of experience now. Team leaders last year, and certainly team leaders again this year. Dawson to take the draw. He's up against Dutcher. Here comes Crosby with a loose puck. He tries to move, tries a long shot. Blocked there by Stone. Crosby in again on the hustle, shows some hustle. Line starting to come together and put some offense there. Kept in at the line by the big defenseman, number 66 for your Osprey team. Again, board check. They come up with a loose puck, got the man in front. Gives it back to Crosby. He's got his head up looking for an open man. Being watched by the Kings player. Crosby in the corner looks to settle things up. Got the man in front, unable to get it through. Shot all the way back. And here comes your Osprey D. Trying to find a man through the center. Cross ice pass is Dawson. He's in on the forecheck. Crane is coming in on the wing. Kings player avoids a check from Crane. Again, try to get it through the center, get some opportunities, and breakout come Dutcher. He's in on the wing against Lewis. Good defensive play by Lewis. Looks for Crane through the center, kept in by the Kings.
Too many men.
Play going to come up right now for your Osprey team.
Yeah, Western still had one body left on, which was a delay. Yeah, too many.
Marcus Spiegel is going to take the penalty. And he's having a chat with his coaches. 2-1, Chris Usage, who called it, and the official saw it. And they were in play. South going to come up to the left of Stowe and taking the draw is going to be Dawson. He's out with Horace and Russell. Fence pairings are going to be Crane and Crosby. Crosby will look to get the puck and he'll look to set things up. He's the quarterback of this power play for your Osprey team. So a good face-off right now. After goaltender Stone. Tries to drag it through. Kings with an opportunity. Crosby keeps it up because it's on the off wing. Now they'll set things up. Shot by Crosby, he scores! He doesn't take many shots. Chris put a good shot that time, got through, and he saw it the whole way. Power play goal with 11:30 left to go. You give the Osprey a 3-1 lead.
Off on the power play, we got our big boy Jesse Harris down at the front. He got really good hands. He watches him in practice. And let me tell you, we tells everybody, practice the way you play your game, and Jesse is showing us his hands. And Nick made a fantastic shot that time, and Jesse was there for the screen.
Yep, and no assist on the board, but an assist.
That's right.
To make it happen.
That will be noted in the room.
Osprey back in their own zone, this Harris. He looks to move things up on the wing. That's Jesse Harris. They said big body, played good. He moved up from the D position as quarterback Nick Crosby took control of it. And here comes the Osprey. They got Barrett up on the wing. Barrett looking for the puck and able to get it through. King's unable to keep it in. Barrett again on the forecheck. Gives it up to King. King on the forecheck. Picked up by Johnson. Glove the head, Chris, or is going to be a penalty?
No, it's a penalty. I think we got to rough him.
Johnson, call for roughing. With 11:03 left to go in this very, very important second period of play. Osprey took a 1-0 lead. Tied up right after that by the Western Kings. Osprey will come back with 2. The last one on a power play by Nick Crosby. So the Kings coaching staff now look to make some things happen and get an opportunity right now. Taking the draw for your Western Kings is Dutcher. He's going to be taking the draw against Dawson. Veteran for your Osprey team. Dawson against Dutcher. 2 players having a good game. Dawson wins the draw, gets it back. Young takes no chances, shoots it all the way down the ice. Then the forecheck is Clark. Or Crane, rather. Then the off wing is Dutcher. He looks to move things in. Again, Kirby, no problem, having an eye to the puck the whole time. They want to set things up, looking for the man. Kirby gets the glove on it, cleared out of harm's way. Osprey set up in the box. Man far open. Golden opportunity that time for Dutcher. He was unable to control it. Osprey playing a solid box right now, trying to force the Kings team to the outside. Not giving up on the box at all. They're looking for an opportunity for loose puck. You'll see some action then. Dawson gets it, clears it out of harm's way. Defense pairings, Horace and Rourke. Loose puck is picked up by Crane. Over to Dawson. Dawson was able to get it through, and here come the Western Kings back up on the right side. It's good. Tries a shot again. Kirby holds his ground, and he'll hold it for a face-off. With 9:41 left to go in period number 2.
That was a nice little play that the Western just had set up there. They almost caught us there in the back door.
I noticed that the defense pairings didn't rush up. They took their time, stayed back, made sure they still had control of the defensive zone. Good play on their part. Face-off going to be to the left of goaltender. Kirby has had a solid game. No chance on the goal that was given up. Kings win the draw, try to get it back to Kane. Kane's cross-ice pass over to Wiseman. Wiseman with the puck. He's being watched by goal scorer Nick Crosby. Blake looking to make something happen. Crosby is down. Good defensive play by our Osprey team right now, keeping the puck away. 27 seconds left to go in the penalty. 9:26 left to go in the period. And here come the Osprey down the off wing. It's Crosby. He's the goal scorer. He finds the man in front. Tries a shot to score. Take your time. Make the play. Make it happen. Short-handed goal. 9:18 left to go to the Osprey. A 4-1 lead.
That's real heads up. Like on short-handed, Crosby and Evan. Crosby knew that Evan's a fast skater. He just went down one-on-one trying to drag people in. He dragged him in and waited for Evan's speed to catch up to the puck. Bang on.
Good play and a heads-up play by the goal scorer that time as he just kept his head up, found the shot, and again, no chance for goals under Stone. We'd like to have last two, but a power play goal and a short-handed goal was giving the other Tripen Osprey a 4-1 lead here with 9:18 left to go in this second period of play. Live from the Danny Cleary Harbour Race Community Centre. And don't forget, tomorrow night we're back at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Triple Midget A hockey with your Tripen Osprey. And 10 o'clock Sunday morning. Crosby's got some
Helmet issues.
Helmet issues, and he's going to have to go off. That's the second time he's had to go off with his helmet, so when the equipment people will have to get a look at that. Comes O'Keefe to take Crosby's position. Draws one by the Western Kings. Very far the man. Here comes one of the leaders of this team, Dutcher. He's in on the off wing. Looks for a shot. Kirby, no problem having that the whole way. Osprey looking to get it up along the boards in the center ice area. Dutcher comes back. Osprey in again with the heads up. And here's Dutcher in the center ice area. He shoots it over. He's got a 2-on-1 right now. And again, good defensive play going down to block the shot. That was Kennedy. He plays both ends of the ice. He plays both ends of the ice hard. Went down. He felt that, but that will pass off.
Don, they're moving pretty good. They're covering, so for a young group right now, I'm pretty pleased.
They're responsible in the defensive end.
Sometimes. That play just in, we weren't very responsible. We just gave up. We had the puck and we gave it up.
Out come the Kings, looking for the man in front. Again, broken up there. Kings with it again. Teams are at even strength. 8:08 left to go in the second period of play. There's a shot looking to get it through. Again, Russell blocks it. He just content to shoot around the boards, but kept in by the Kings.
And Don, this hybrid icing is a new thing for us, right? You just can't dump the puck now anymore because if you don't have your feet going, the other players, the offensive team, can come down and cross the dots first. Icing's waved off.
Okay, you want to explain that again?
Hybrid icing is when the puck gets dumped in before the red line. It's going to be normal icing, except if we can outrace their D or any one of their players to the face-off dots and get our feet to the face-off dot first, icing's canceled.
Okay, here they come again. It's a 2-on-1. Ryder has got the puck, unable to control it. Golden opportunity for the Osprey that time. Kept in there. Here's the big guy, drove over on the boards. He looks for a claim behind net, broken up by your Western Kings. They look to clear things out. Rule picks up a loose puck, he's shot, and Kirby will take no chances. What was the reason for bringing that rule in?
I'd say to speed the game up. Guaranteed to speed the game up.
So there's nobody getting slack going back. You've got to get there first.
No,
so you're saving seconds every time, so that'll add up to a minute during the game.
Yep.
And keep the flow going.
Keep it going, yeah. Keep the game going quicker.
Crosby would take the draw against Blake. Face off to the right of goaltender Cleary.
Centerman's going to be kicked out here now. Should be. Reich and Young are going to have to come in and take it, I think. Oh, no, Jesse Harris.
Harris is going to take the draw. Draws one by Blake for the Kings. They'll try a long shot. Tipped in front by Blake. No problem for Kirby on that one. Osprey look to get control right now in their own zone. 6:51 left to go in the second period of play. 4-1 is the score. Behind the forecheck. Here come the Western Kings. Opportunity, but a golden play again by your defenseman, number 71, Jesse Harris. He's played a strong game for your Osprey tonight. He's committed to shoot it back in. Osprey will look to set things up. as coach Russell, Drover, and Kennedy look on. Kept in here by the Osprey. They had a man in front, looking for that man coming through.
We're caught here.
2-on-2.
Nice.
Good defensive play. And 2-on-1. There's Crane in front. He looks to make something happen. He's got Crosby in front. And puck, no problem, held it stone. We offer congratulations to two of our Osprey players, Russell Monk, selected to play for Team Canada, U16 ball hockey, and to Nick Crosby, your team captain, selected for Team Canada, U18 ball hockey, and those young men are traveling to the Czech Republic June the 28th and July the 7th, 2023. What an opportunity for these young men to continue in their sport and to, Team Canada's always ranked high in these ball hockey tournaments, so we're in that make believe comes with a target.
Oh, listen. There's also another kid that played in town with them, Will Scott. As of right now, I don't know if there's any other player asked. I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find out over the next couple of days. But it's Will Scott. His father was Steve Scott. Remember
Steve Scott? Yes, with Southern Shore Rangers. The man from Buckins.
All good buddies now. Yeah.
We're very good buddies back then, though.
No.
Steve was one of the better defensemen to play in that era of hockey, and he's a native of Buckins, and certainly very proud. Hockey player, and the Breakers had a team, and they were a team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts, and he was one of the standouts. And they had Lakey in goal at the time, and some other big, strong players.
Oh yes, yeah. Now they got now we got him with our kids, and his kid is a fantastic hockey player at Will. So he's going to the Czech Republic with us.
Well, excellent. I'm sure it'll be a good time and good memories made. There's King behind his own net for the Osprey, looking to make something happen. Big body of Johnson was in front. He's a goal scorer already. Right behind the net. Looks to get first to the puck. Kings with an opportunity to clear it out, but kept in at line by your Tripen Osprey. Again, King in check. Two players take a run, but he's got the puck. He's coming in front. He went to the backhand. And we're going to have a penalty call right now. Johnson and number 10, Liam Dutcher for the Kings. Some pushing and shoving. Johnson is a big body.
He's a big boy.
Yep. Are calling. We don't know if it's getting orders.
I think he's getting interference, I think.
That's his second penalty of the game, so I'm sure Coach Russell will be talking to him, just getting him settled down. But he's a big body. He's going to get penalties. He wants to be involved. He wants to keep his team motivated right now. They lead 4-1, 5:16 left to go in the second period of play. And a golden opportunity right now for the Kings. They got Blake, Han, and Decker out there. Haynes and Wiseman on the point. Crosby will come out along with Ryan, defensive specialist.
Hang on now, we got 6 on.
They got too many on it, I do believe. Kennedy comes off. Crosby take the draw right now, a very important draw in his own zone. He's going to take it against Decker. Decker wins the draw, gets it back to the point. Kings cross ice pass. Give it up right now for your Kings. They feel they need one right now. Here's Blake. He watched closely by Harris. Blake tries to find some skating room. Harris gets an opportunity, unable to clear it out. Kirby just watching the puck right now. The puck is in the corner. Osprey look to play it up along the boards. They want to get control of the puck so they can get some movement. We've got 1:34 left to go in the penalty right now. Shot back in. Kings keep it in. Osprey got to get control. Here's number 71, Jesse Harris. He's played a strong game. He's it up in the corner, though. Harris using his body right now. Kept it at the line. Back to Wiseman at the point. Wiseman looking for the man. Cleary. Quick whistle that time. There's the captain and the assistant captain talking again. Good control by Western Kings that time. Chris? He had some opportunities, but the boys kept it to the outside.
Well, getting out of this 4:26, we got 1:10 left on the penalty.
You don't want to give up one out, Chris.
No.
Big face-off again for Crosby. He's out against Dutcher again. Kings pick up the loose puck. It's Bingo. Osprey pick up. Set up the box. They want to get control of. Good save by Kirby. Deflected in the corner. Ryder was watching. Terrible native. Good defensive player. Harrison on the boards. They got to get control of the puck. 50 seconds left to go in his penalty. 4 minutes exactly left to go in the second period of play. 4-1 is the score. Exciting game here for the Tripen Osprey in their home opener. Got to get control of the puck right now. It's all Kings. They're getting some chances. Kirby's playing solid, using his body, positioning himself well for the shots, but they got to get possession of the...
Even a whistle down. We're in the long change here now, and we're right on the top of the Westerns bench, so they can actually switch out, right? They can get fresh players out on us, and we got the long change, and we can't get back in with it. And right now, they're taking it to us. Get out.
Good defensive play to keep it in by the Kings. Long shift for this defensive core for your Osprey, and Cleary will take no chances, and he'll hold it for a face-off.
Fresh legs, Don, fresh legs.
Need it. With 3:15 left to go, and teams are back at even strength. Good kill on the power play that time, as you hear the fans in the background, some clapping and cheering. And Chris, a good crowd tonight for a home opener.
Oh, it is, with the junior stars playing tonight too, up in the Bay Arena. We got a good crowd here. Really good.
Face-off going to be the left of goaltender Kirby. Taking the draw, it's going to be Blake. And for your Osprey, it's going to be O'Keefe. Big face-off right now coming off that penalty kill. They want to get some action back. Coach Russell wants them to get possession and start moving it down the ice into the King's zone.
Well, O'Keefe is from Placentia. As a matter of fact, I think he's out now. We got Drover taking the draw.
Oh, O'Keefe with an opportunity. Kept in at the line by the Kings. 91 is working around the boards. That's Keynes. He's had a strong game, the big lanky winger. And here comes O'Keefe. He'll start things off for your Osprey team. Looks for Crane along the board. Shifty Crane unable to put it through. Back come your Western Kings. It's Blake. He's got Keynes with him. Opportunity right now for your Osprey. Crane is up on the wing, unable to get through it. Duggan will take no chances. He'll just shoot it back. Lewis clears it back up. Here's O'Keefe. He's out with Crane. Now crisscross gives Crane a chance. One move. Good defensive play by your Kings team. Shot all the way back.
And Don, that's another offensive chance we never had a shot on. They all add up at the end of the game.
What is it? Greg Gretzky said, if you don't shoot, you can't score.
That's exactly right.
And sometimes you try to be too pretty with it and try to make the fancy plays for your teammate, but sometimes you have to be a bit selfish and put it in the net, and it's a team game.
And Don, listen, once again, I got to thank you for helping out here, doing this. We got David Sims, we got Ben Mercer here doing the video. So David Sims Production, he's done a fantastic job.
And he got in the warm out of it this year. Me and Ben are left out in the cold that day, and he got it figured out.
Yeah. Listen, have you seen some of the pictures that he's done with our team on Facebook and Twitter?
Yes.
That they've sent out? Fantastic. That's top. That's professional job what he's got done there.
Production-wise, and of course, we got the Trinity Conception Placentia Health Foundation Telethon on Sunday on Eastlink TV, and he's down there after your game helping you volunteer.
There you go. So everybody got to help out. Yep.
Yeah. So here they come again. Your Osprey, they lead 4-1 with 2 minutes exactly left to go. Here's Young, the big, tries the shot up high and over the glass. And it's given back, but David is a young person that's been around productions and TV and everything else that goes with it, and I know he helps out at Bay Roberts Radio. He's at wherever he's at, you can find him. If there's a mic around, he's around, letting people use it.
Boy, Dave Sims is excellent. Oh, that's all I can say.
Yeah.
And Don, you're excellent too.
We'll go with Dave Sims. Let's stick with Dave on this. Face-off going to be the left of Stone. Kennedy to take the draw. We know he's feisty. We know he wants to make something happen every time he's on the ice, and you got to respect him tomorrow for that. I'd like to say hello to all our viewers tonight watching on David Sims Production. A reminder, we're back here at 8 o'clock tomorrow night at the Denny Cleary Harbour Grace Community Centre and 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. So a lot of hockey here. Drop by. Best bang for your buck right now in the Bay is the Tripen Osprey. Here's Monk, one of the Team Canada players. Icing going to be called.
So that was a hybrid icing. So it got tipped here before the red line. It went in. Our defense got to the red line, to the dots first in our defensive zone, and it's icing. And, of course, with the hybrid icing, it gives the team that iced the puck, they can't change.
Can't change.
They cannot
That's
change.
very important.
Yeah.
Just also like to mention, Chris, and I know it's important to you, Dawson Mercer, another fantastic season, came back and gave so much this summer. And Ronnie Mercer is making a Midway, he started the year in junior, got picked up. They scored in. That was Kennedy.
And that was Russell right from him.
Good play by Osprey. They take a 5-1 lead with 1:23 left to go in this period. Very exciting young player. Russell gets his first point for Osprey here tonight. So good play all over.
Well, Don, actually, he had a shorthanded goal from Nick Crosby. Remember, he had the wheels and he got down on the delay from Nick, and then he put it in. Players here now going multiple point games here. Crosby, and then we got Russell, and should be pretty close with Alex Crane, too.
Big liners out for your Osprey.
Well, we got Adam Dawson, Nick Crosby, and we got young Jackson Barrett. Jackson Barrett is a Whitburn kid, I think, or Placentia somewhere. He's shown a lot of wheels as a first year.
And he wears a lot of responsibility on his back with that number 9, because we know who wore that. He's gone on playing junior on the mainland, graduated out of it. And that's something I spoke about earlier. I see number 66 Byrne, and you think of these players, big sweaters to fill. Big numbers.
Big numbers to fill, yeah.
Right? Big face-off right now. Face-off is going to be taken by Dawson in the center ice area. They've scored a goal. And you want to keep things going. Coach Russell wanted them to end strong with 1:17 left to go in the second period of play. They lead 5-1 in their home opener of the season. A long season it is, but it's getting prepared for the finals. It's getting prepared for the playoffs, and it's getting prepared for the bigger tournament coming up in November in Ontario. Left to go in the second period of play. Don Coombs, Chris Crosby, live on a David Sims production. Thank you all for joining us. We're going to be back tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock start, and then Sunday it's at 10 o'clock again. Drop by and see some great hockey. For instance, the fans are showing up tonight, and as I said earlier when we were talking, the parents of the former players being here. The Tripen Osprey are a family organization, and you'll never forget wearing that white jersey. Here comes Blake. He's trying to make something happen. Bogdan back in the center ice area. Here's Crosby on the forecheck. Loose puck is picked up. Here's a golden opportunity right now for Dawson. Takes a shot, man. It felt good save by the keeper. Stone, tip it away. Barrett's in front, unable to get it through. And here come your Western Kings again.
We got 10 seconds, Don.
10 seconds. You want to kill it off now. Good bump by Dawson. Nice play. Shot all the way back down. Get on the forecheck. Shot there by Barrett. Keeper Stone hold it for a face-off with 1.7 seconds left to go in his second period of play. Just win after this weekend. Where do you travel to next with the team in league play?
Don, I am not good with schedules. Not good. I'm into the development only. That's where I'm gone to now.
Face off to the right of goaltender Stone. Taking the draw is Johnson, the big body for your Tripen Osprey. He's up against Dutcher. And we've got a second period of play, good period of play for your Tripen Osprey. They took a 1-0 lead, gave up a quick goal, came back to score 3 unanswered, 1 on a power play, and 1 while killing the penalty. So good period of play.
Well, our feet got going. We're moving the puck a little bit more. So that'll all come as the year goes on. We just want to get our feet faster and faster and faster. Very happy with that period.
Don Coombs, Chris Crosby will be back shortly for the start of the third period of play. Thanks for joining us. start of period number 3. From Danny Cleary, Harbour Race Community Centre, Don Coombs, David Sims production. We got your home base Tripen Osprey in the white and the Western Kings in the red. Third period of play, your Tripen Osprey lead by a score of 5-1. Chris Crosby joined us for the second period of play, and the game started off 1-0 for your Osprey, tied up quickly by the Kings, and the Osprey have scored 4 unanswered, some on a power play, even strength, and penalty kills, so good second period of play. And once again, this is on again tomorrow night. The game is tomorrow night with an 8 o'clock start, and Sunday morning it's at 10 o'clock. Introduce your players again, coaching staff for your Osprey. Brad Russell is the head coach this year. He's taken over from Nick Saunders. We've got Andrew Drover, David Kennedy, Randy Crane is the trainer, Chris and Anita Crosby are the management team of it. And we've had 2 players you're seeing here play here tonight. Russell Monk, he's selected for Team Canada U16 ball hockey in the Czech Republic, June 28th to July 7th. And Nick Crosby is selected for Team Canada U18 ball hockey in the Czech Republic, June 28th to July 7th. Pushing and shoving behind the net in this first period of play, in this third period of play. The Osprey right now want to control the first 5 minutes again. Going to have a penalty call against Dutcher right here. He's had a strong game for your Western Kings. Certainly going to be a big addition if he's called with the only penalty, which looks like is on the clock. Osprey are going to get a chance to go on the power play with the face-off coming up to the right of goaltender Stone. Don't know what the call is, but there's a power play coming up, and Osprey are making some changes right now. They've got young Kennedy out there, and they've got number 17, Ron O'Keefe, the Placentia native. And the points are going to be Nolan and Rourke. Rourke keeps it in. Nolan was at the point. Loose puck. Good stuff. Nolan tries a shot. Keep it low, looking for deflection in front. Nolan back in his own zone. Nolan plays outside in the wing. They're on the forechecker, the Kings right now, and Nolan picks up the loose puck. He looks to move it up through the center. Plays the body. Good forecheck from the Western Kings. They're killing off valuable seconds with 1:30 left to go in the power play. Long shot. Blocked there, and here comes Kennedy. Over on the wing, he's got O'Keefe. Can you let him go for the net? Can you let it? Shoot! Big save by Stone off Jacob Kennedy. Big save that time. Kennedy winning A this year for the Osprey. Had a strong season last year. He likes to be involved in the play at all times. Keeper Cleary looks to get it up. Play his whistle down right now. 5-1 is the score. Don Coombs live at the Danny Cleary Harbour Race Community Centre. Game 1, your home opener for your Tripen Osprey. We're on the way to the finals last year, an exciting Game 7, and a lot of players graduated, but the young players are stepping up to the plate today. Good coaching staff led by Coach Brad Russell. Dutcher wins the draw, goes all the way back in the King's zone right now. Osprey in on the forecheck. They got a minute left to go in this power play, and here's the quarterback for your Osprey team, Nick Crosby. He's got a goal tonight. He looks to set things up. Want to get it down, get him at the point and set things up. Good leg shown there by Jesse Harris. He's playing a strong game, looks to shoot it in. They want to get possession of the puck right now, but able to keep it in, shot all the way back. Forced back into his own zone is Dawson. Again, Kirby comes out to play it, looking for the long lead man is Crane. Crane shows some big hustle down the wing. Kings with an opportunity right now to clear it out. Forecheck again. They got 26 seconds left to go in this penalty. Russell shows some nice patience, looking for the man in front, and able to get it through to Dawson. Crane tries a shot. Looking to put it in the short side was Russell. Back to Crosby. He's looking at the clock. He's got 11 seconds left to go. Fakes the shot, gives it over to Crane. Crane on the off wing. Looks to get it through and broken up by the Kings. They want to get control. Good play by Crosby. Teams are back right now on even strength. 17-20 left to go in this third period of play. Dutcher comes over the penalty box trying to get it back into play. Crane saves the outside, gives it up to Harris. Harris leaves it for his teammate. Back again to the point. They look for the man. Here's a breakaway. Crosby shows some good hustle, coming back, keeping the man on the outside, letting Kirby take it. Kirby shows good body control. Taking away there, listen, the Kings player on a breakaway. There's Crosby. He's at the end of this power play. Still playing the point. Like to get off. 16:50 left to go. 5-1 is the score. Osprey in their hometown white. Kings in the red. AJ Greer takes a after check at the Osprey player. Play continues on. Kings are in the zone right now. Good offensive play, trying to make something happen, get some good minutes put together. 16:27 left to go in the third period of play. 5-1 to score for Johnny was late. And here comes Drover. He's got some skating room, looking for some support. Gives it up the corner, and he's bumped again by Guru. Small in stature, but he's playing a strong game. Right now, he's a Kennedy-type player. Good defensive play by the Osprey. Nolan blocked the play. O'Keefe looking for it between his legs, and able to control it. And here comes your team captain, Dutcher, for the Kings. He finds some room, skating room, and again, Kirby with a nice save. Kept it at the line by the Kings. They want to keep control of it right now. Forced back in the room, center ice area. Kings with control of the puck. He's got man with him. Going in one-on-one. He shoots. They score. Good play by Blake. Up with the goal scorers Rashley. Good play by Blake. Had an opportunity that time. The Osprey give up one. It's 15:33 left to go. This third period of play. 5-2 is the score. Rashley, the goal scorer. Rashley, the goal scorer. He goes off for a break right now. Blake comes on. He'll take this face off. Sims and Johnson, some bumping up the face-off. Coach Russell will want to get his team to get control, stay focused on the job at hand. Here's King, gives it up again. Here's Blake. He's got Sims with him. Opportunity for Osprey. Down the left side. Finds the man in front. King on the backhand. Good save by Stone. Looking to keep it in the Osprey. King is in the corner again. He's bumped. King picks up the loose puck. Gives it up. Barrett comes in for the bump. Kept in by Osprey again, and on the forecheck is going to be Nolan. He's out there with King and Barrett. Shot all the way back. Mocha's forced back into his own zone. And on the forecheck is Blake. 5-2 to scores. We're joining us late. First game of season opener for your Tripen Osprey. A lot of new players, folks. Come out and see them. We're playing again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock and Sunday morning at 10. And here comes Barrett. He's unable to control it in the center ice area. King pick up the loose puck. They give it off to the defenseman, Brogdon. Brogdon finds some skating and moves on in. All players back. Johnson with an opportunity to clear it out. Kings keep control of the play along the boards. They want to keep it hemmed in the Osprey zone with 14:23 left to go in this third period of play. Brogdon goes out for a change. Good save. Good body position by Kirby again. Opportunity right now in the center ice area. Kennedy is out on the forecheck. Son Kennedy and trying to make some damage. Good step up and play by Young. Stone gets hit in the helmet. He's down. He's having some trouble. The officials are looking at him. He got straight in the helmet. Officials are checking on him. Young took the shot in. Good sign of sportsmanship, and Young is a strong player who plays the physical game, and then to check on the goal, and then to make sure everything's okay. And this is what Chris Crosby and this organization talk about. It's not only about hockey, it's becoming man, and you accept responsibility, and that was good sportsmanlike play from Young, who's known for his physical presence. And right after that, Russell's knocked off the puck, and back come the Kings. Looking to get in again to get something happening. Is being watched closely by Nolan. Right now plays that one. It's expected from Coach Russell and by his Osprey. They got to get control of the puck and get things settled down. And here comes Crane up on his offering again. Looks to shoot in. Shows some big hustle. Gets to the puck first. He's got a man in front. Young unable to get it through. Young bump behind the net. And here come the Kings up the left side. Moving in the Osprey zone. Kings with the crisscross. Again, picked up. Loose puck is cleared out. McCumbee keeps it in at the blue line. Back behind the net is Lewis. Lewis for the winger, and Young has to come up to the play right there now. Shoots it in. Line change coming up for your Osprey. Line change coming up for the Western Kings. They trail 5-2 with 12:40 left to go in this third period of play. Crosby and Crane out on defense. Crane looks to pick it up. There's Crosby. He'll come back defensively. 3-on-2. Looking for the man in front was Dutcher. He's unable to get it through. Being watched by Dawson. And Crosby looks to come up with a loose puck. Good play by Dawson. Gets an opportunity to clear it out, but doesn't do it. Here comes good save by Kirby that time. And again, the face-off will come up to right of Kirby. Brian Coons. 12:04 left to go in third period of play. 5-2 is the score for your Tripen Osprey, your home team in white. Face-off going to be right of goaltender Kirby. As we take the draw against Dutcher. As we wins the draw, opportunity for the Osprey to get it up in the center ice area, coming up in the half wing. It's Ryder. Terrible native shows some hustle and hustle back. Puck is shot in by Wiseman. They're bumped. Penalty coming up. Wiseman's going to get the box right now, and don't want to give this Osprey a power play right now. But remember, these players are midget-age players. They're fantastic careers. Some of them had minor and now moving up to this AAA midget league. Fantastic, great job, as Chris Crosby said earlier, by all the coaching staffs for the development of players. And the Tripen Osprey will be traveling to Ontario November the 2nd for a big tournament up there, getting more exposure from scouts from the AUAA and the CHL. So golden opportunity for your Osprey players, and congratulations to Chris and Nita Crosby and the flying folks at OK Tire. And they score another one at 6-2. We still got to spend some time in the box. They're going to lead back, but he's still got a power play for 3:52 left to go. Taking a draw for your Osprey is going to be Adam Dawson. Dawson's out against number 4, Kaylin Blake. Blake has skated a lot of miles for this Kings team tonight against the Osprey. They got a tough assignment ahead now with 1:54 left to go in the penalty. The power play, Russell looked to set things up. They want to get another one. Coach Russell, they want to take the let up on the gas at all right now. This is development. This is the first home game. They want the fans to come back and support them, and they want to finish off a season strong. Graham dumped behind his net. Loose puck is shot down, and then get it first is Blake. Kirby behind the net. Nice play by Kirby. Leaves it there for team captain, Captain Crosby. 125 left to go in the penalty. 11 minutes left to go in this third period of play. Crosby finds some skating room, and offside is going to be called against your Tripen Osprey. Osprey going to make a full line change, as are the Western Kings. Goal was scored on the first of the power play. This off going to be in the center ice here. Is going to be taken by Kendi. Is going to against Becker. Kendi wins the draw. And looks to make something happen for the Kings. Osprey take control of it. Number 77. That's Lewis. He'll shoot it in. In on the offensive side is Nolan. King back to Rideout at the point. Shot past Rideout. Rourke moves in. Kirby comes out to play it. He finds Rourke. Rourke breathes it for Kennedy. Kennedy looks to start things off. Gives it back to Kirby. Kennedy picks up the puck again. He's moving in. Finds the man in the wing. He's out. He tries a shot. That's O'Keefe, the Placentia native. Picks up the loose puck. They want to set it up. They've got 44 seconds left to go in the penalty. Kings made a line, personnel change. There's O'Keefe. Back to the point to Nolan. Nolan looks to take a long shot up high and over the net. Kings get a chance to clear it out of harm's way. Shot all the way back. Nolan forced to come back and play it. Kirby's been active in his net tonight. He's keeping the play going. We're halfway through his third period of play. Nolan again picks up the puck, moves it into the zone. Looking for a man in front, tries a shot up and high over the glass. And we got another face-off coming up in the Kings zone. 9:50 left to go, 13 seconds left to go in the power play. The score, if you're joining us late, your Tripen Osprey team is 6 and the Western Kings are 2. Don Coons, just remind you, we're back here tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, David Sims production. But if you're in the area, you want to come by, see some quality hockey, come by and watch these AAA midget hockey players. And Sunday morning, we're back again at 10 o'clock. So that's a 3-game weekend. You know, the Coach Russell want to see 3 games this weekend and win points from all games as it's a long season. Sure to take the draw. He gives it up to King. King wins the draw. Look to set things up. They got 6 seconds left to go in the power play. Look to get it through. Here's King battle for it. He got the loose puck. He shoots and scores! Good play by King. Good hustle. They scored. You think it was at even strength. Penalty was just over, so 9:37 left to go. They're taking the commanding 7-2 lead right now. We go back to it. Congratulate Kirby's old hitter and the folks who are watching it here on David Sims production. Kirby's been active in that. Taking the plays, getting the teams, his teammates involved, getting the puck in. They know it's coming. The King goal scorer wins the draw again. Turns back again, an opportunity. He's up on the left wing. He's got King. Big Johnson. Bumped around the boards, keeps on going, gets it up to King. He's in on the forecheck. King shows some good hustle on the board, some good puck control. He's got 3 Kings against him. We'll try a long shot. That's tried by Barrett. Stone good to the match. King at the end of a good shift. He'll go get a much needed break. And here's Blake in the middle. He gives it up to his teammates. Again, the Osprey looking at things, and here's Blake coming again. He's out there looking to make some things happen. He skated a lot of miles. He shoots. He scores. Big goal. Big goal by the Western Kings. Blake, he's had a strong game. Big goal that time. Walked around to 2 players from your Osprey. Went in, and Kirby with no chance in that. He's had a strong game, but certainly no chance in that goal by Blake. 8:35 left to go in the third period of play. 7-3 now is the score. Right out in front, looking for the loose puck. Coach Russell giving some of these younger players an opportunity right now for some development. Here's Monk, the Team Canada hockey player going to World Championships representing Team Canada. Right? O'Keefe, Ascension native, he's up against Blake. Takes a hit from Blake, shoots the puck in. On the forecheck is going to be your right out. Trover's out with them, around the boards. Nolan was bumped by Canes. Just steps up, keeps it back in. As Chris Crosby said, very good defensive player, plays the role well. Kirby comes out, and icing going to be called against your Western Kings. 7:47 left to go in the third period. 7-3 is the score. Exciting game one of this home opener weekend for your Tripen Osprey. And reminder again, drop by tomorrow night at 8 o'clock or watch it here on a David Sims production. Draw is going to be Decker. He's up against Kennedy. Decker wins the draw. Western Kings with an opportunity. Pass in front of the net. And here comes Hand. He's out with Canes again. Canes tries to make some moves on Harris, looking for the man in front. Nearly gets it through. Osprey with a chance to come back. It's Kennedy in the center ice area. Steps in over the blue line. He's got the man with him. Back to Young. Young tries the shot. Looks like Kennedy's going to be called for the penalty. Kennedy going off. 2 left to go in the period. Had a strong game for your Osprey tonight. He plays at the edge, and sometimes you get a penalty. Big power play coming up now for your Kings. They want to get another one, give them a chance. Jacob Kelly, 2 minutes to serve. Face-off is won by your Kings team. Opportunity for Russell, cleared out, and able to get it through. Back again are your Kings players. Team captain, Dutcher, looks to set things up. He's the quarterback of this power play. He's got Lanswood with him. Dutcher tries a long shot and handled by Cleary. 19 seconds gone on the penalty. 7:03 left to go in the third period of play, and you know that Coach Russell will like to kill this one off. Still giving some of these younger players an opportunity right now in situations. Dutcher to take the draw again. He's taking it against Russell. Wins the draw again. Back to Keynes. Keynes over to Lanswood. Lanswood got Keynes with him. They look to make something happen for your Western Kings. Lanswood keeps it in at the blue line. Looking for a man coming across. Ice pass. Good defensive play. Harris has had a strong game for the Osprey tonight. Lanswood back behind his own net. In on the forecheck is Young. Killing off valuable seconds. 6:35 left to go in the period. 1:11 left to go in the power play. Here's Keynes. We're going to have a penalty call against your Osprey. Tripping penalty going to be called right here. Keynes hauled down, and going to see another opportunity. 2-man power play for 1 minute and 2 seconds for your Western Kings. And note to take the draw. It's Rourke, Nolan. Draws one by the Kings again. Number 26. He'll set things up right now at school. He's had a strong little game, feisty little player. Over to Mercer. Mercer cross ice pass to Keynes. Keynes looks to set things up. He's got the return pass. Shot just low and wide. Move again with the puck. We got 39 seconds left to go in the power play. The 2-man power play. Good play by Cleary. Blocked. Keynes forced back to his own zone. Keynes trying to make something happen. They trail 7-3. You know the coach wants to have a strong finish of 5:44 left. They got a game tomorrow night. They want to get some players in and get some plans and leave with some notion. Cleary gets a piece of that and knocked into the corner. 9 seconds left to go in the 2-man power play. Shot back too hard for Keynes. Round the boards. First power play is over. Kennedy's back on. Players battle out behind the boards. Corner. Notice the clock. There's no time showing on the second penalty. I don't know who's keeping the penalty time. Kings run the power play. Here come the Kings again. Harris takes it, looks to shoot it out, but kept in by the Kings players. Blake makes a nice little move, but good defensive play by Kings now back at the even strength. Young is back on the ice. Shot is low and wide, kick it to the point by Harris. Harris looking for the man in front, just flicks it through. Trying to get the loose puck in front, looking for the deflection. Teams are at even strength with 4 minutes left to go. The score 7-3. Osprey kill off a big 2-man advantage that time. There's Hand down the wing. Looking for some support. He's taking over the play. He moves on. There's number 66 back to Harris. Harris looks to make something happen. Gives it up to Crosby in the corner. Crosby working along the boards. Osprey looks to clear it out. Good defensive play by Osprey to get it out. Young will go for the line change. Crosby with the puck looking for some support. Attempt to shoot it back in. Unable to get it through. And here come the Kings again. They're up on the left side. 3:30 left to go in this third period of play. And here comes Nolan. He's in the center ice area. He's going to go all the way, trying a shot. Looking for the man in front. That was O'Keefe, and able to get it through. O'Keefe on the back check right now, trying to get possession of the puck again. He's in the center ice area. Here's Blake. Nice little move by Blake. And Kirby, no problem with that. But he'll hold it for a face-off with 3:04 left to go in the third period of play. The score is 7-3 for your hometown Osprey. It's off right now for your Osprey short coach Russell. Assistant coaches Drover and Kennedy want to get possession of the puck right now. Making the draw is going to be O'Keefe. He's up against Lanswood. O'Keefe wins the draw. Lanswood on the forecheck. Here's an opportunity for the Osprey to play it off the boards. Here's Drover, tries a shot. It's a big save by Stone. Squared up with the puck. Back come the Western Kings. Kirby will play the puck. He'll look to clear it out. Kept it in line by Keynes. Big defenseman for your Western Kings. Osprey a little bit sloppy that time. Almost gave up the puck in front of the net. 2:33 left to go in this third period of play. 7-3 to score. Osprey want to finish strong, as do the Western Kings. Big game again tomorrow night. Don't forget it starts here at 8 o'clock at the Danny Cleary Harbour Community Centre. Come in, enjoy the game. O'Keefe tries to jam it in the short side. He's bumped by Cumby, and keeper Stone will hold it for a face-off. Johnson is in, of course. The big body for your Osprey. He's not taking nobody pushing around these players if he's out there, and just let them know. He's out there wide out playing the native. Always exciting to watch. Lots of speed, lots of hustle. Face-off going to be the left of goaltender Stone. Had a strong game for the Kings. A lot of shots. We don't record the shots here at the Danny Cleary Harbour Community Centre, but he's played a strong game and kept his team in. It gave an opportunity for a while, but the Ospreys just too strong on this night, and they'll take this victory. Just matter what the score is and how they want to finish. So both coaches now are talking to them, and they want to see something happen, and done that way. Burn around the boards. Player takes a run at him. Nobody in front. Good back pass, and the Kings break out again. Mercer, and we're going to have another power play come up for your Osprey. That's Mercer. He's going to get the call right now. Roughing. I'm sure the Western Kings coach are not happy with that. This late in the game, you're going to give the Osprey another chance for the power player again, and Coach Russell giving these young players again a chance, but he's got Barrett, King, and Johnson out there. They got Rourke. Set the points. Kings win the draw back behind their own net. Looking to start things off. 1:42 left to go in this third period of play. Shot all the way down. Harrisley's own zone to look to set things up. They're up in the center ice area again. Shot back by the Kings. Harris looking just to set things up, being patient with the puck, and the icing going to be called against your Tripen Osprey with 1:32 left to go in the penalty to the Kings and 1:18 left to go in this third period of play. Ashley will take the draw. He wins it, keeps the puck in possession. They're on the penalty kill right now. Harrison look to get to the puck and get something going with 1:11 left to go. Give him an opportunity, but a good play again by your Kings. Had a golden opportunity, but they were able to capitalize and get the shot away. Got less than a minute to play right now. Kings look to shoot it down the ice. Forced back to get it is Kirby. Kirby, as we said earlier, he'll look to start things off. He gives it up to Harris behind his own net. 48 seconds left to go in this third period of play. Finds the man on the wing. Looks for the man through the center. Gets it up to Johnson. Johnson, nice little move by Johnson. He's content to leave it there for King. King has had a strong game for this Tripen Osprey team. 31 seconds left to go. Russell picks it up in the center ice area. 35 left in the game, 37 left in the penalty. Kings again in on the forecheck. Lansford. Looking for the long lead pass. Shot back again in the Osprey zone. Kings won't give up, and here comes the Osprey. Just content to shoot up in the center ice area, but picked up there by Russell. He'll try a shot. And good defensive play by the Kings. So after 3 complete, game 1 here in 3-game homestand, the Tripen Osprey victorious with a 7-3 win over the Western Kings. Congratulations go out to the coaching staff, Brad Russell, Andrew Dover, David Kendall, Randy Cole, Christian Marina Crosby, and again, congratulations to Russell Monk, who selected for Team Canada U16 ball hockey in Czech Republic, June the 28th, July the 7th, 2023. Also, congratulations to Nick Crosby, selected for Team Canada U18 ball hockey in the Czech Republic at the same time. Brian Cruz, thank you for having us over. We'll see you again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock at David Sims Production. Thanks for joining us.